Welcome back, another episode. This week on Snowpiercer, we saw firsthand what transpired 9 months ago when Melanie's train was boarded by Admiral Milius of the International Peacekeeping Force and his animal crew. Milius headed straight for the engine room, and although Melanie moved quickly to barricade herself off from the unexpected visitors, she felt compelled to open the door and listen to what this Milius had to say since she was afraid for Ben's life. Milius took control of the engine room with the help of a hacker type, and they used it to direct the train onto newly installed tracks that the IPF had installed after Snowpiercer's last revolution. Ben and Melanie were subsequently pushed inside a secured steward chamber, but they were able to get out with the help of an improvised projectile launcher, and they later disappeared to Ruth's former hiding place. Melanie set out to crawl along the train's underbelly and duck outside after hearing that a group of people had been trapped inside a market car that was quickly filling with icy outside air. She then planned to re-enter through one of the intake manifolds. The market vehicle doors were then forced open by her activating a failsafe. In response to Melanie's audacious action, Snowpiercer actress Jennifer Connelly told TVLine, "She's really evolved in the way that she manages her position at the helm. I believe she's struck an intriguing balance between her intelligence and compassion. She's at her strongest this season as a result." Connelly continued, "In season 1, she was more realistic. She had become so compartmentalized after experiencing what she believed to be the death of her child that she had buried a portion of herself. However, we now have a more accurate understanding of her compassion and love as a person." Melanie crept back into the engine room and got the lowdown on Milius goons stationed there, just as Snowpiercer pulled into the underground bunker station that IPF calls home. However, she was forced to back down when Milius arrived with Dr. Nima Rousseau, an old colleague of Melanie's. According to Nima, the aim behind the IPF was to create a virtual blanket around the cold planet by connecting and adding to the numerous warm areas around the world. However, Snowpiercer is required to complete that task, and the passengers who remain on board serve as a blue-collar labor force. Melanie concurs with the evidence supporting this theory, if not with Milius in general. "She seems shady," Connelly says. "I believe that Nima's past relationship with her and her knowledge of him have affected her in some way, which has temporarily clouded her judgment. However, I believe she is a perceptive individual who is usually aware of her surroundings." Connelly claims that she is always thinking a few steps ahead, calculating scenarios, and playing the long game. She is a decision maker who struggles because she tries to consider the larger picture and asks, "What are the best judgments I can make?" Though, as we'll see this season, she's not always able to accomplish it. Melanie is further motivated by her observation of satellite evidence showing that New Eden is, in fact, populated and thriving, which is fantastic news for Alex, who she really misses. Connelly observes that the woman's desire to be with her kid again is a major motivator for her. Her daughter's happiness and safety come first, but in the end, she would love to bring everyone safely together. The second episode of this final season took place 9 months after Melanie and Ben broke up. Till had intended to use a track scaler to escape and rush to New Eden in order to inform Leighton and company of Snowpiercer's impending demise. But Miss Audrey, who had been about to wish her beloved safe travels, boarded the track scaler and barely made it out of there before members of Milius' animal squad learned of the situation and interfered. For more videos, subscribe.